बन्धुः आत्मैव रिपुरात्मनः. Elevate yourself through the power of your mind and do not degrade yourself, for this very mind is your friend and enemy as well. A beautiful message from Sri Krishna to all of us, reference Bhagavad Gita. Good morning, Suprabhat and Namaste to all of you, and a very warm welcome on the second day of webinar on Yoga Philosophy and Insight for a New Way of Living, organized by Thane School of Yoga. Continuing from where we left yesterday, today we have Mr. Sanjay Chaudhary, the first guest speaker for today. Mr. Sanjay Kumar Chaudhary is affiliated with Indian Council for Cultural Relations, Consulate General of India in Bali, and Swami Vivekanand Cultural Center, Bali. Mr. Sanjay Kumar Chaudhary is YCB Level 3 Yoga teacher and evaluator, and he has master's degree in yoga. He has led International Yoga Day events in Bali, Indonesia in 2016 and 2019. Sir believes in following ideologies: Vasudev Kutumbakam, the whole world is a family; Ahimsa Paramo Dharmaha, non-violence is the great way of living; and Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. May all human beings be happy. So with respect to that, today's topic, sir, is going to speak on is yoga for health and wellness. So without taking more time from all of you, I would request Mr. Sanjay Chaudhary to please come forward and take the series ahead. And a small request to all of you, keep yourself on mute throughout the lecture so that, there will not be disturbance caused to others. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Namaste, sabhi ko. Am I audible?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Thanks, Shifa ji, for a lovely introduction. Thanks, Vijay Madekar ji, for organizing this webinar. This will be helpful to all the students, YCB students. And first of all, I would like to congratulate Thane School of Yoga for organizing this webinar. This will be a milestone. And also thanks for giving me this opportunity, giving me this platform to share my thoughts, my topic today with all the yoga aspirants. I'm here today to talk about yoga for health and wellness. I share my screen also. Just give me a minute. So yoga for health and wellness इस टॉपिक पे आज हम चर्चा करने जा रहे हैं. You already know the topic, right? Health, you already know. Yoga, you already know. Wellness, you know. Just we will have a polish on it, right? So I think it is shared now. Okay, fine. If you see the syllabus of YCB level 3, you will find this topic on point number 3.11 to 3.15. Basically, I'll talk on 3 points today. Just a minute. This will be the flow of presentation today. 3 things are there. First is yoga. You all know yoga. What is yoga? So मैं उस पर थोड़ा सा और प्रकाश डालने की कोशिश करूंगा. योगा एक्चुअली क्या है? Then we'll go to the health. Health क्या है? What is health? And third thing we'll discuss how these are connected to harmony and wellness. All right. So 3 things will be there in today's session. Overall, I think I will take 40-45 minutes, and lastly 10 to 15 minutes we'll keep for some question answer. If you have some suggestions, something to say, you can definitely share in last 10 minutes. Okay, so let's start. What is yoga? Fine. Many people think yoga means some asana or some pranayama, especially Western world. especially Western world, think that some asana, some posture, some meditation, that is yoga. But I must clear you that yoga is not only some asana or some pranayama. It is much more. It is much more. Yoga is the way of life. जीवन जीने की कला है योग. Yoga is not the yoga. The correct pronunciation is yoga, and it is derived from Sanskrit root yuj dhatu. Yuj dhatu means to connect, to unite, to integrate, to connect. What is to be connected? At first step, yoga connects our body and mind. And second step, it connects mind to the spirit. And the third step, it unites spirit to the supreme soul. It's a great gift. It's a great gift for entire humanity from our Indian ancient saints. Mahasi Patanjali's definition, if you can see the screen, he has given a definition of yoga in his first chapter, second sutra. Yoga chitta vritti nirodha. Yoga is what? Yoga is chitta vritti nirodha. Yoga is to control chitta vritti. Now the question arises, what is chitta? And what are these vrittis? And how to nirodha, how to control it? Isn't it? It's not a simple thing. It's not a very small thing. Anyone can go and they can control their mind. They can control their chitta vritti. No, it's not simple. But in simple words, if we try to understand this definition, it can be said that minimizing the thoughts in the mind, minimizing the thoughts in our mind. We have number of thoughts always in our mind. We have number of thoughts, bombarding of thoughts, and that is the reason of suffering. यही दुख के कारण है. इतने सारे हमारे मन में विचार चलते रहते, थॉट्स चलते रहते हैं. That is the suffering, and that is what Mahasi Patanjali said to control it. That is chitta vritti nirodha, in simple words. Now, removing the chitta vritti, removing the vichara, the thoughts, is yoga, according to Mahasi Patanjali. If we see little more about it, it's an art and science to achieve harmony, peace, well-being, and good health. And when I say a good health, it is not only about the physical health. It is all about the physical, social, mental, and spiritual health. All four aspects of health. And that is what wellness is. अगर आपने ये चारों health को पा लिया, वही तो wellness है ना. Wellness is not in financial being. Wellness is in your health. If you have good body, good health, good calm mind, that is the wellness. But how to get these all four aspects of health? यही आज हम इस सेशन के अंदर हम चर्चा करने जा रहे हैं. ये चारों को कैसे पाए. थोड़ा सा और जानते हैं योग के बारे में. What is yoga in Bhagavad Gita? Bhagavad Gita says, before going to that, the all 18 chapters of Bhagavad Gita is on the name of yoga. Bhagavad Gita is the most authentic scripture of yoga. All 18 chapters are named on yoga, starting with Arjun Vishada Yoga, then next Samkhya Yoga, Karma Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Raja Yoga. All the chapters named on yoga and ending with Moksha Sannyasa Yoga. One of the definitions we find in Bhagavad Gita is Yoga Stha Kuru Karmani Sangam Tyaktva Dhananjaya Siddha Siddhayoh Samo Bhutva Samatvam Yoga Uchyate. Samatvam Yoga Uchyate. The definition C. Samatvam. Samatvam means what? Samatva means equality. To maintain the equality in all the conditions, in all the situations, in success or failure, in happy and sorrow, in rich and poor, heat and cold, in all the in any situation, maintaining the similarity. That is what yoga is, according to Bhagavad Gita. And one another beautiful definition in very next slok, after one slok, it is given Buddhi Yukto Jahatiha Ubhe Sukrit Duskrute तस्माद् योगाय युज्यस्व योगः कर्मसु कौशलम. Yoga karmasu kausalam. Skillful work is yoga. Whatever you are doing, whatever work you do it skillfully, and that is known as yoga. Shri Krishna also talks about sthit prajna, the same blissful condition Maharshi Patanjali talks about. Shri Krishna says about sthit prajna, pradhati yada kaman sarvan partha manogatan atmanyevatmana tuष्टः स्थित प्रज्ञस्तदोच्यते. स्थित प्रज्ञ के बारे में ये बताते हैं और फिर हम थोड़ा सा और आगे चलते हैं, भगवत गीता से निकल करके दूसरे एस्पेक्ट को देखते हैं. योगा को हम जान रहे हैं. वी आर कंटिन्यूइंग ऑन फर्स्ट टॉपिक टुडेज फर्स्ट टॉपिक, दैट इज योगा. योगा इज फॉर 3H, you know, 3H, health, healing and harmony. True yoga is not about the shape of the body, but the shape of life. Yoga is not to be performed. It is not like you are now the master of some postures. You are doing Sirsasana and you are the master of it. You are master of Mayurasana or other advanced posture. That is not the yoga. Yoga is to be lived. It doesn't care about the person you are becoming. It is designed for a vast and profound purpose. And for it to be truly called yoga, its essence must be embodied. Then it is said to be yoga. All right. Now, if we see yoga as a concept of therapy, I want to clear you that basically yoga is not a therapy. When the Indian ancient saints had invented this holistic knowledge of yoga, they would have not even thought of this. One day it will be used as a therapy. Yoga is for prevention and not for the treatment. You know, it should be practiced to avoid diseases and for maintaining a good health. But even though if someone connects with yoga after having some diseases, people are suffering these days. Many people are suffering from many physical, mental health issues. Some people have high blood pressure. Some are suffering from stress, anxiety, depression. Some have diabetes. Some are having back pain. Some are suffering from constipation and some have heart diseases. The reason may be different. But yoga can be one-point solution for all these problems. There is no any other way to get rid of all these problems except the regular practice of yoga. And when I say regular practice of yoga, I'm not talking only about asana pranayam. ये मैंने पहले ही clear किया है आपको. Yoga is not only asana pranayam, right? So all aspects of yoga, हम अभी बात करेंगे all 4 aspects of yoga. इन सब की practice करने से ही हम इस चारों तरह के हेल्थ को पा सकते हैं और सारे प्रॉब्लम्स को भी दूर रख सकते हैं, चाहे वो प्रॉब्लम मेंटली हो, फिजिकली हो, सोशली हो, स्पिरिचुअली हो. जो भी प्रॉब्लम है उन सबको ठीक रखने के लिए योगा कैन बी द वन पॉइंट सॉल्यूशन. भव तापेन ताप्तानाम योगो ही परम औषधम, गरुड़ पुराण शास्त्र में कहा गया है. द ओनली वे योगा, परम औषधम. ओके, नाउ लेट्स मूव one more aspect to the yoga. How asana pranayam dhyan is helpful. Practice of asana, how we get benefit of asana, how it helps. All right. See, when we practice asana, say balancing posture, any balancing posture, we try to understand first the asana. We try to balance. In balancing posture, we try to balance our body. At the same time, our mind get balanced, our thoughts get balanced, our emotions get balanced. We practice pranayam. What happens in practice of pranayam? We try to control our breath. We try to control our breath in systematic manner. Automatically, our mind gets control. In Hatpadipika, Swami Swatmaram says, "Chale vate chalam chittam, nischale nischchalam bhavet." योगी स्थाणुत्वम आपनोति ततो वायु निरोधयेत. You may have noticed when you are in anger, when you are not in good condition, good mood, if you get some shocking news, your breath becomes faster. होता है ना ऐसा, जब हम कभी शॉक न्यूज मिल जाए कुछ अचानक से, या फिर कुछ डिस्टर्ब मूड में है, तो हमारा श्वास प्रश्वास भी तेज गति से चलते रहता है, फास्टर देन द नॉर्मल. बट when we have a good mood, calm, cool, quiet mood, बहुत ही प्रसन्न चित्त रहते हैं, उस समय क्या होता है, our breath is slower, normal, right? What is it shows कि अगर हमारा श्वास प्रश्वास नॉर्मल ढंग से चलता रहे, शांत चलता रहे, हमारा मन भी, हमारा चित्त भी शांत होता है. So that is the benefit of pranayam. When you practice pranayam, your chitta is in control, right? In same way, when we practice meditation, we try to minimize the thoughts, right? Dhyana is what? Tatra pratyekatanata dhyanam. एक भी पर्टिकुलर पॉइंट पे अपने ध्यान को लगातार बनाए रखना, दैट इज ध्यान.